Welcome back, guys. Let's jump straight on into it with our top 5 luxury SUVs under 10 grand. Now, number 5 is going to be a weird one for you, but is actually a Volvo XC90 from around the 2009 era. Now, this thing comes with a 2.4 litre 5-cylinder turbo diesel, 136 kilowatts, 400 newton meters of torque, and because it's quite heavy, it actually comes out at 64 kilowatts per ton. Now, I know it's a Volvo, I know they look pretty ugly generally, but they are a good car. They're built like a tank, and they're really reliable. And when you throw this body kit on it and some big wheels, they don't look too bad. They still don't look great, but they don't look too bad. So you can get these, like I always say, easily on Marketplace or on car sales, really easy, really cheap, and you're gonna have yourself a nice turbo diesel car, and it's gonna be pretty fuel economic. So it's number 5 because it's ugly, but you can make it look a little bit less ugly. Coming in at number 4 is actually a Mercedes MClass. Now, you can either go the 320 or the 280. They're both 3-litre turbo diesels. The more powerful of the two, the 320, comes out with 165 kilowatt and 510 newton meters of torque. That is ridiculous. 77.9 kilowatts per ton and easy under 10 grand. Now, this is obviously a picture of the M63, the AMG, the big bad boy, but you can get the body kits, you can make it look just like this and make them look beautiful. Turbo diesel, it's going to do all the kilometers in the world on one tank, and it looks amazing. This is going to be a nice little run around for under 10k. Grabbing the number 3 spot, we have a Audi Q7. Again, 09 era, 3-litre turbo diesel V6, 171 kilowatts, 500 newton meters of torque, 74.5 kilowatts per ton. Now, these things look mint. Look at the wheels on this. You throw some big wheels on these, maybe lower them a little bit. They're an SUV, so you can get away with that. Black them all out. I know this one doesn't have black wheels, but if you did, it would look crazy. They're a very, very nicely built car, fairly reliable, and again, turbo diesel, so fuel economy is through the roof. I actually think these are a really good car, and I didn't think they were that cheap until I started doing my research and found out you can actually still get them for under 10k. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Grabbing the number 2 spot, and this one grabs the number 2 spot because you can still get this in a petrol V8, which is what you heard at the beginning of the video, and it is the E53 BMW X5, around the 06-05 kind of era, and you can get the turbo diesels a little bit cheaper, and obviously they'd be better on fuel, but the 4.4 litre V8, 235 kilowatts, 440 newton meters, and that's 110 kilowatts per ton, which makes this the most powerful and most power to weight ratio in the entire list. I actually do prefer some of the cars on the lower end of the list, but because this came out with the V8 under this price, it had to grab number 2. I love these. I actually almost bought one of these a few years ago. I almost sold my Supra to buy one of these, which is crazy because it was before the market went nuts. But that's how much I like these. They're really nice. They sound amazing. They're well put together inside, and clearly they're lasting the test of time. So you can either get a 3-litre petrol, 3-litre turbo diesel, or the 4.4 litre V8 in these, and throw some rims on, and you're pretty much set. They look great. Now, grabbing the winning number 1 spot is the L320 Range Rover Sport. I can't believe that these can be bought for under 10 grand. Granted, the kilometers are quite high on them, but these things are beautiful. They're great to drive. I had one for probably 5 or 6 years. 2.7 litre V6 turbo diesel, 140 kilowatts, 440 newton meters of torque, and 58.3 kilowatts per ton. And obviously, they look gangster. They look so good. Put some 22s on them, maybe lower them a bit. I mean, they're on stock air anyway, so I'm sure you'd be able to get an air controller to play with that. And they look incredible. Now, I had this exact one, the 2.7 litre V6 turbo diesel, and when I would go for long drives, you'd fill the car up, and the estimated kilometers on the car went over 1,000 for a good hour and a half. So you would get ridiculous fuel economy out of this. I cannot rave enough about how good these are on fuel, but be aware, when things go wrong on them, they are expensive. And one of the big things is the automatic handbrake. When that dies, because the motor is actually designed to be over-torqued, it's like a $2,500 job to fix because you've got to pull the whole gearbox out apparently. So be aware of that. See if you're buying one, if that's been replaced, or maybe just don't use it if you're not parking on a hill. I don't know. Just a little advice if you do want to grab one of these. But that is our list for the top 5, guys. I can't believe the level of quality of car in this list for under 10 grand. It's just stupid. Like, even in this market that we are in, where cars are crazy expensive right now, these are still coming in very, very affordable. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this list. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I upset some people. Let me know if I made some Volvo people happy because it made the list. But apart from that, thank you for coming along, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.